Right now on Apple Valley News Now at 6, plans to expand the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter have been delayed. We're talking about that.
Plus, a fire at the Lower Monumental Dam under investigation after burning through hundreds of acres in a matter of just hours.
And fire danger remains high and the heat wave continues. All the details coming up in my First Alert weather forecast.
And a battle between the state of Washington and the Catholic Church tonight. The new developments you will only see on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner.
And I'm Austin Reed. We are starting with a live picture right now as a fire is burning at Service Master Restore in West Richland, right now on Dodge Street. That's behind Brickhouse Pizza. Again, this is a live look right now as firefighters are putting out the remaining smoke. Benton County Fire District 2 and 4, Richland Fire, Emergency Services, and Kennewick Fire all on the scene. Fire crews have been cutting into the roof of the building and have been putting more water to put the fire out. Fire Chief Paul Carlisle says no one was injured and no one was inside the building when it started around 5 o'clock. He says at this time there is no risk to the nearby building. Stay with us for updates. Now to an exclusive. The state attorney general has hit a roadblock in his investigation into child sex abuse in the Catholic Church. This after a judge denied his request to enforce a subpoena against the Seattle Archdiocese.
In a story you'll only see here, Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell spoke to the Catholic Accountability Project and the Yakima Diocese about what this means moving forward.
The Catholic Church has made public the identities of more than 100 clergy and other religious leaders across Washington state they believe sexually abused children. 83 in the Seattle Archdiocese, 30 in the Spokane Diocese, and 21 in the Yakima Diocese. Founding member of the Catholic Accountability Project and survivor Peter Isley says there's even more voices that remain unheard.
Especially when you're a child, rape and sexual assault, the offender does two things. First, he steals your body, then he steals your voice. Justice is about the return of that voice.
Justice State Attorney General Bob Ferguson seeking through an investigation into whether the Catholic Church used charitable funds to cover up child sexual abuse, launching a hotline for survivors to speak out.
They jumped into action. They provided over 7,500 pages of whistleblower documents and evidence to our organization. That evidence, it includes depositions, it includes personnel files, survivor testimonies, and internal church memos. It also includes police reports.
Yakima Diocese Chancellor Monsignor Robert Seiler says they offered last year to share some, but not all of what Ferguson asked for.
We had some legitimate concerns about protecting the privacy rights of victims. We had concerns about protecting the privacy rights of priests that we knew had been falsely accused.
This year, Ferguson subpoenaed the dioceses for information they haven't made public. Seiler says the Yakima Diocese took issue with the expansive financial records requested.
We were willing to provide some documentation, but we also wanted to see the Attorney General's legal authority for the subpoena, and it seems clear from the ruling that was made in King County that he simply does not have the legal authority.
A judge denied Ferguson's petition to have the court enforce the subpoena against the Seattle Archdiocese. In a statement, Ferguson saying, quote, "Our fight for survivors of clergy abuse is not over," committing to appealing the decision. Survivor Mary Dispenza says she wants other survivors to know they're not alone, that she's been where they are.
Overcome with shame and fear and feeling isolated and alone. But I want to say to you, I can attest to this, that coming forward is a freeing experience.
What we care about is that this doesn't happen to another child. That's why we're doing what we're doing.
Urging other survivors to come forward and have their voices heard. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Now, in a statement, the Attorney General says his office has not taken action against the Spokane and Yakima Diocese, but says his office is prepared to do so if necessary.
Other news tonight, a fire near the Lower Monumental Dam in Franklin County, ripping through more than 800 acres last night. Franklin County Fire District 2 says it mostly burned grasses and brush, but threatened crops, power lines, and homes. The fire chief tells us the fire is not currently burning, but the cause has yet to be determined.
It's under investigation. They think maybe it was a campfire, but they're still investigating.
Fire districts from all around Franklin County assisted, along with the Colotis Volunteers and Adams County Volunteers. State fire assistance was also mobilized, and the fire chief tells us there were 2 helicopters helping out. No injuries or damages came out of this fire. The fire chief says it mostly pasture land and a few fences burned, so mostly pasture land and some fences. We are continuing to track the Lone Rock Fire in Oregon. This is right near the southwest corner of Morrow County. It's already burned around 65,000 acres since it first started on July 13th. Hundreds of firefighters from all over the state of Oregon are now working to get this blaze under control.
And what we see with these fires, the fire danger going up, is smoke, of course, in our area.
Yeah, let's check in with Stacey Lee. First look at the forecast, and you're tracking that smoke, Stacey.
We're tracking smoke and, of course, fire danger extremely high. Red flag warnings through our area through Wednesday night. We're also tracking the possibility of some dry thunderstorms with abundant lightning coming through the area, which could start new fires in our region. So we want to be very fire wise. Again, this is going to be through Wednesday night, maybe extended as we go through the rest of this week. It's a hot one today, 101 degrees on our Legends Casino Skycam. Our winds are light at 3 miles per hour. Our sunset at 8:44, and you're going to start to see those clouds rolling in as we're going to have those thunderstorms starting to develop in the area. It's hot. Look at those triple digits all around our region, the lower basin, down the Columbia River Gorge, Yakima sitting at 99, 101 and 102 for Hermiston, Prosser, Tri-Cities. 63 for your overnight lows. Winds are going to be light, but those increasing clouds coming in. Excessive heat warnings, those are in place now through Thursday night, but we'll probably see that get extended into the weekend as temperatures actually are going to heat up. Look at tomorrow, 105 degrees. It's going to be a hot one. Those thunderstorms possible in the early morning hours should start to clear out later in the day with lots of sunshine. So look for those increasing clouds, chance of thunderstorms in the region, elevated fire danger, and that heat wave, well, it continues. I'll tell you when we expect to maybe cool down just a little bit. Coming up, my first alert weather forecast. Austin, Alyssa.
Stacey, we'll see you soon. New tonight, we have learned that there is now a delay when it comes to opening the new Tri-Cities Animal Shelter in Pasco. We met with the shelter manager today, who says the project has been in the works going on 10 years. The new facility will be directly next door to the old one. But due to setbacks like ordering supplies, the grand opening is looking to be in December now instead of August like originally planned.
It's coming down to the end. Right now, they're doing some final touch-ups to it before they sign it over to the city. Ordering supplies, the furniture, fixtures, and equipment, getting the vendors on board, getting those ordered. We didn't really have a place to store them. We had to wait until we get control of the building.
Now, the current building was built all the way back in the 1950s and has simply outlived itself.
Well, if you or someone you know want to start a nonprofit, or you already have one, the Three Rivers Community Foundation 2424 grant is almost live. They are looking for applicants. So the grant is to help nonprofits that are part of the Benton or Franklin County area or that provide services to either of those counties. The application opens up July 31st, and Three Rivers Community Foundation is holding 2 informational sessions about the application. That's happening over Zoom at noon. The first is tomorrow. The next one is coming up July 24th. The CEO of the Three Rivers Community Foundation says this grant is all about supporting local nonprofits.
It's about programs and projects that are helping in different parts of the community. And it can be anything from animal welfare to arts-focused organizations. We fund nonprofits that provide food insecurity support, housing, domestic violence, education, youth, just a really wide spectrum.
The CEO says the average awarded grant to recipients is about $4,000. The deadline to apply is September 16th. Nonprofits will be notified sometime in early November if they were selected.
Well, the historic downtown Kennewick partnership postponed its Impact Awards due to the extreme heat. It was meant to take place on the 10th of this month, but for now it's scheduled for later on in September. The Impact Awards are a celebration of everything downtown, honoring businesses, volunteers, and organizations who help make downtown thrive. It was meant to be an outdoor event at the Kennewick Public Market, but again, the temps, they're just too high.
But it became 110 degrees, and that's a little too hot for us to do outside events safely. We actually do have a hot weather advisory policy, so anything that's hotter than 105 degrees is an automatic cancellation if we don't have an indoor alternative. And unfortunately, we didn't have one set up in July.
Now, the Kennewick Downtown Kennewick Partnership, the historic Downtown Kennewick Partnership, I should say, says they were able to reschedule to September the 18th at the Kennewick Public Market. There is an indoor contingency just in case. Everyone who bought tickets were able to move them to the new dates, or they got a refund. Tickets are still available to attend the event. Learn more at applevalleynewsnow.com.
And next on Apple Valley News Now at 6, with wildfire danger on the rise, we are talking about a wind-driven blaze in Hawaii and how the lessons of last year have changed their response.
And as we have been talking about all week, fire risk is on the rise. Stacy up next with your full forecast. We'll be right back.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
This is Rhonda. She's a soul line dance instructor. And this is Rhonda's Good Feet story.
I love dancing, but I had foot pain and hated the fact that I had to sit out a couple dances. But since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports, I definitely have not felt the pain. I am able to dance longer, feel happier. My energy levels have increased. Once that energy gets into you and you're feeling good, double spins.
Get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Tiffany Smiley is not who she says she is.
Tiffany Smiley started a PAC claiming to raise money to support conservative candidates, but contributions were funneled to pay off her own $1 million campaign debt.
Of the almost $800,000 she raised, only $24,800 went to candidates. Instead, Tiffany used the money on luxury travel and to try to pay off her massive debt.
Tiffany Smiley deceived her donors. Don't let her deceive you.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, including summer stock reduction savings. Save on a dozen ball canning jars, regular mouth jars $11.99, wide mouth $13.99. Save on Blazer Brass 9mm ammo. A 50-count box is just $11.99. Plus save $50 on an Avanti 5 cubic foot chest freezer, hot priced at $139.99. Save now with store-wide savings of up to 50% off during our summer stock reduction sale only at Bi-Mart.
Get ready for an unforgettable season with the Yakima Valley Pippins baseball team. We're celebrating our 10th season, and we want you to be a part of the excitement. Join us at the Yakima County Stadium for a fun, affordable, and professional baseball experience. From single game tickets to season ticket memberships, group events, and merchandise, we have options to fit everyone's needs. This season only, we're offering special deals to celebrate our 10th season. Don't miss out on Yakima Valley Pippins baseball.
Exmark mowers were born to deliver legendary reliability, signature cut quality, and stubborn durability that refuses to give in. Because like you, Exmark mowers were built for this. Save big on Exmark Vertex mowers. Take advantage of instant rebates and bonus fleet discounts for a limited time only.
Experience the difference. Liberty Lawn and Saw on Van Giesen in West Richland.
Do make tomorrow. Wake up to a super fun, totally unpredictable morning and say good morning to Shaq live and John Stamos live.
Good morning, America.
Tomorrow on
Good Morning, America.
I think this is my favorite. Okay, hun, what do you think of this one?
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
This newscast sponsored by Walker's Furniture and Mattress.
We have a health alert tonight. The federal government is now looking at how much long COVID impacts people with disabilities. So the CDC collects information about what kinds of disability people report and how that interacts with other health issues. For example, in Washington, 51% of people with a disability report having depression compared to 18% without a disability. The numbers released today show that in Washington, 10% of people who reported having a disability also reported having long COVID, which lasts for 3 months or even longer. That's double the rate that we see among people who don't have disabilities. Now, doctors still don't know why some people get long COVID and others don't. They don't have a reliable treatment program either to help the people who do end up facing symptoms for months.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a peek outside on our Health First Tower Cam. 101 degrees, very, very hot. Our feels like temp is 99. Winds are light. We're not seeing those tower windmills moving this evening. And we're seeing a little bit of haze in the air. I'll talk about that in just a couple of minutes. Fire weather warnings all through the area. Red flag warnings all through the region due to unstable conditions. We have low humidity. It's hot, dry. Plus, we are tracking some potential dry thunderstorms in the region moving through late tonight, early tomorrow morning. It's going to be possible bringing a little bit of moisture. We haven't seen much rain, if at any rain in the month of July so far. Let's take a look at Futurecast. Here comes those showers, and this is monsoonal moisture, meaning it's coming up from the desert southwest into our region, which makes it unsettled, and then we could see some lightning strikes out of there. We watch these little yellow dots on the screen. That's where we potentially have some active lightning. Here comes that next band right on through the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, early tomorrow morning, late tonight, early tomorrow morning on this current model run, and then we'll see most of that moving off towards the foothills of the Blues, and this is where it gets dangerous, where we could see those lightning strikes in those dry areas in the mountains. We also have potential of some lightning strikes in the Cascades and the east slopes of the Cascades tonight, which could potentially start some big fires as you get closer to those pine trees and the forests in the area. But overall, once that passes through, we'll be past all of the potential fire starts there anyway. It is smoky and hazy through the region. We're moderate air quality. It's been kind of coming and going, but we're going to continue to see smoke with the different wildfires burning around our region. Closer to Heppner, that's where the big fire there, the Lone Rock fire, is burning, and that's where we're going to see worse air quality. But we do have a light haze kind of moving around the region, so if you're sensitive to that smoke or you're feeling like a headache or maybe some breathing problems, try to stay indoors because we'll be dealing with that at least through the next 24 hours. Temperature trends, it's hot. We are way above our average. 91 degrees is our typical average in Yakima. And look at these temperatures. They just stay there as we get into the weekend. This weekend's going to be really hot. Tri-Cities way above the average as well. Look at that, 105 and 106 into the weekend. We see the same temperature trend going on in Walla Walla. Very warm this coming weekend with very low humidity. So fire danger remains elevated as we head into the week and the rest of this week. But no break from this heat wave at all in Hermiston as well. Let's take a peek at our temperatures overnight tonight. We're going to be in the 60s, cooling down slightly. It's a warm night tonight in Yakima at 71 for your low. And again, these lows only stay there for a little bit, and then they heat right back up as soon as daylight breaks. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with some possible thunder showers. Temperatures all through the region and the triple-digit excessive heat warning in the area. Let's plan your day out for tomorrow. It's going to be hot out the door, 90s by the middle of the day, and then those triple digits start to move in by the evening. Here's your 7-day planner for Tri-Cities and Yakima. It is hot, but we see temperatures dropping off Tuesday. It's a little far out, but models are showing a possible cooling trend and maybe a little break from this heat wave as we get into the first part of next week. But we've got a very long string of hot days ahead and that sweltering heat coming back into the weekend. So stay hydrated, stay indoors, and again, be aware of the smoke and air contamination in our region. Austin, Alyssa.
All right, Stacey, thank you. Hawaii faced another wind-driven fire this week, but after the lessons learned last August, a very different outcome.
Eddie Dowd has a look at the changed response.
Then I saw this fire in the backyard, thinking of all the bush that's behind our house and how quickly the fire can catch and get bigger.
Flames sparked around noon just west of Moy Road in Hanapepe. Since then, the county says police officers went door-to-door evacuating over 200 homes in Kaumakani. Many of those residents have moved into emergency shelters for the night, 120 at Waimea High School and about 30 at the Hanapepe Neighborhood Center. Acting Governor Sylvia Luke credits Mayor Kawakami for alerting her quickly so she could issue an emergency proclamation activating Hawaii's National Guard to assist in the firefight.
If the mayor had waited even just a few hours, there's no way that the National Guard air support would have arrived on Kauai. The two helicopters, the Chinook and the Blackhawk, arrived on Kauai at 5:30. Between 5:30 and nightfall, they already did, I would say, they worked 4.9 hours.
I think she could hear it in my voice when I called, and I just greatly appreciate that she showed up. It was a huge morale boost for our team.
Aside from the National Guard, the county says sirens were sounded in certain parts of the island, and this evacuation alert text was sent on the phones at around 3 p.m. saying, quote, "A wildfire is approaching Kaumakani. Evacuate now. Leave now." Kauai Mayor Derek Kawakami says their emergency operations center is also fully activated. About 1,100 KUIC customers are without power after the utility de-energized lines as a precaution to prevent any more flames from sparking. KIUC says they won't restore power until KEMA and KFD give permission. Kauai County has also issued a water conservation notice from Hanapepe to Keikaha to allow KFD to fight the flames.
Thank you for that report. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now at 6, it is a national anthem mishap going viral for all the wrong reasons.
Believe it or not, that singer is a Grammy-nominated country star. We're going to have her explanation of what happened here next.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is shifting into high gear with the $160,000 Ultimate American Road Trip. Win free play gas cards or cruise your way up to $50,000 cash every Friday and Saturday. Earn entries every day and multiply them on select Mondays. Then, on July 27th, win a new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
I have worked with Senator Curtis King for the past 2 years, and I know how much he cares about the constituents in his district. He is well respected by both parties. He is results-oriented, and he works very hard for the district.
We got to elect Curtis King. He has a proven record. We're very lucky to have him as a representative in the Senate.
There is no better candidate for the job than Senator Curtis King.
I'm Senator Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your support. Thank you.
Attention all Hanford and PNNL workers and contractors. Join United Energy Workers Healthcare for a free lunch and learn resource fair on Friday, July 19th at the Three Rivers Convention Center in Kennewick from 11 to 2 p.m. You may qualify for additional healthcare benefits and financial compensation. Learn more at our free lunch and learn resource fair on Friday, July 19th at the Three Rivers Convention Center in Kennewick from 11 to 2 p.m.
Downtown Summer Nights 2024, presented by Yakima Federal Savings and Loans. Mark your calendar for the last 3 Thursdays of June, July, and August. Join us at our new location, 15 West Yakima Avenue. It's time to make this summer the best one yet. Live music, local artists, and delicious food await. Bring the whole family for a night of fun and festivities, and for our guests over 21, don't miss out on our exclusive beer garden. Enjoy the best cocktails, wine, beer, and cider the Valley has to offer. For more details, visit downtownyakima.com.
Meet Fat Beam Fiber, the fastest growing fiber provider in the West. With over 150,000 fiber miles across 150 cities and 8 states, we offer reliable internet and top-tier service to business, government, healthcare, education, and residential customers. From dedicated internet access to wireless backup, our team ensures 99.99% uptime and superior connectivity. Trust Fat Beam Fiber to expand network capabilities and protect your data. Discover more and request a quote at fatbeamfiber.com.
Danny was rear-ended by a semi-truck. Serious injuries.
Mariano's reputation and experience gave him an advantage over the insurance company.
Daniel got paid a lot.
He lives up to his reputation, which is somebody who gets results.
Call 853-2222.
Welcome back. Well, it's not often that a national anthem performance at the MLB Home Run Derby goes viral, but that is exactly what happened last night. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the painful reason why.
Oh, say, can you see? Fans at the Home Run Derby were paying attention to a different kind of pitch last night. That our flag was still there. Four-time Grammy-nominated country music star Ingrid Andress becoming the latest singer to struggle with the national anthem. For the land of the free and the home of the brave. Critics flooded the singer's social media account with memes reacting to the star-spangled spectacle. Comments on her Instagram account later disabled. Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Now today, the singer said she was drunk when performing last night. She announced she is checking herself into rehab. A spokesperson said tour performances scheduled for later this month have been canceled. Still ahead tonight, we're talking local development, growing up fast in Kennewick. That is coming up new tonight at 6:30.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Amazing offers on the best-selling trucks in America for 47 years. Don't wait. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 F-150 STX Super Crew for just $399 a month. Only at your local Ford dealer.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Dear unbreakable spirit, when the terrain is gnarly, you steady us. When obstacles are ahead, you lift us. When the turf is hostile, you inspire us. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks.
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Tacoma for just $389 per month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
The savings continue with stock reduction savings in Bi-Mart's latest savings book, including $50 off an Avanti 5 cubic foot chest freezer. Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
Hi, I'm Catherine Fortner, and we just finished building this dream deck for one of our best customers. And we get everything we need from PAR. With Shauna's help. Everything from design to delivery.
PAR, go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
As sheriff, I arrested rioters, rapists, and mass murderers, locked up human traffickers who preyed on women and children. On my watch, everyone was accountable. Despite being the Attorney General for 12 years, Bob Ferguson does not take responsibility for the rapid increase in crime and homelessness, businesses moving out of state, and jobs lost. And he thinks he deserves a promotion?
Dave Reichert.
These are real people seeking solutions to real problems.
I have plantar fasciitis.
Pain with my feet, my knees.
Feet,
knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I definitely feel the heel-to-toe walk.
I'm not feeling any pain, especially in my heel. That's where I always feel it.
I don't feel the knee pain. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. Amazing offers, like the Built Wild Bronco family. Get the deal you can't miss. Lease a 2024 Bronco Sport Big Bend for just $369 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
Meet Ann Carlson, a Stacy Lee fan.
Stacy is professional, and I like that. I'm in Hermiston. We don't have a local weather station. You know, your station and Stacy seem to cover our area.
First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee. Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Round 1 voting is now open in Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown. When you vote, be sure to enter to win a $25 gift card from STCU. We're giving away 4 cards during each round. From STCU, Les Schwab Tires, and Whitman Hill Winery.
Severe weather continuing in the Midwest. Flooding has already overwhelmed the dam near the city of Nashville, Illinois, with more rain coming down. Some residents have also been told to evacuate. Well, no rain in your local First Alert forecast. Stacy is tracking the triple digits. They're coming back. That's coming up in just a bit.
Plus, questions continue after the apparent assassination attempt on former President Trump. Tonight, what investigators are revealing so far.
Also ahead, we are hearing from the Democratic senator refusing to step down after a jury convicted him on corruption charges. Your news at 6:30 begins now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
And we begin this half hour with breaking news. We are talking about a house fire in Kennewick that is under investigation right now. Our Monique Ledesma is there on the scene.
Hi, Austin and Alyssa. I'm joined here live with Kennewick Fire Department Deputy Chief Michael Hefner. Hefner, can you tell us what do we know about this house fire so far in Kennewick?
We were alerted to a residential structure fire at about 5:30 this afternoon. It appears that the fire started in the patio area of the house. It appears that the heat was hot enough to break some of the windows from the backside and entered into the home and started damaging the inside of the structure. Crews responded very quickly. We were very fortunate. Fire hydrant right across the street. Crews were able to knock down the fire, conduct a primary search. Thankfully, nobody home at the time of the fire. We're still trying to track down the residents, and the fire is fully contained at this time.
So is it safe to say then the heat from the sun is the cause of this house fire?
It's too early to tell. We're going to have some investigators come down and try to determine the area of origin and possibly the cause of the fire, but it appears that it started under the patio area in the backyard of the home.
Now we're seeing some really hot weather right now, and I've seen some firefighters. We're kind of taking a break in the shade. Were any firefighters exposed to heat exhaustion because of the heat?
Certainly, yeah. If you see the firefighters, they've taken off their gear, very, very sweaty, very hot, heavy work in these types of conditions. We make sure that they go through very, very many breaks and drink lots of water. They wear breathing air on their back, and as soon as their breathing air has been breathed through, they come out and they take a period of rehabilitation before they cycle back in for more work.
Now, it looks like the house fire has been contained. How long will firefighters stick around to make sure nothing reignites itself?
We'll have firefighters here probably for the next hour or so to check for hot spots, make sure the fire hasn't found its way up into an attic space or a void space. We use thermal imaging cameras. That's a pretty fantastic technology to track down the heat, make sure all the hot spots are all the way out.
Now, I know these tenants weren't home. Is there any other reminders that you would like to remind people that are watching right now to keep in mind with these house fires that can be happening right now with this high heat?
Yeah, we always want to remind the public, if you see something, say something. Early notification to us gets early response and early water on the fire. Definitely want to make sure that we keep flammable materials away from potential ignition sources. Not suggesting that's the cause of this fire, but just a good reminder to make sure that your space is defensible and clean, and keeping flammable combustibles away from ignition sources.
All right, thank you so much for your time, Deputy Chief Hefner. All right, Alyssa and Austin, I keep hearing this again and again from firefighters. See something, say something is key to helping them put out fires quicker. I'm going to be sending it back to the desk to you guys. Reporting live in Kennewick, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Monique, thank you for that update. Let's check in with our Stacy Lee now. So, Stacy, you heard Monique and the firefighter discussing how hot it is.
It's been hot day after day. Again, when's the last time it rained? Do you guys remember? It was sometime in June. I don't think we've had any moisture come through our area. And now we're tracking dry thunderstorms. So red flag warnings all through the area. It's very, very dry. The drought is in place through most of our region. So be fire-wise and try to be safe out there. 99 degrees on our Tannum Ridge camera in Yakima right now. Very dry look at those hills tonight, but air looks pretty good. There was a little bit of an air quality issue earlier in Yakima, but looking better today. Triple digits through the region. Look at those 101s, 102, 100 and topping-ish right now, so it's a hot one. Tonight, we're going to drop down to 63. We'll see increasing clouds with light winds. We have excessive heat warnings in place through Thursday night, so pay attention to those triple-digit temperatures. 105 we're looking at for tomorrow with light winds, plus the chance of those thunderstorms or dry thunderstorms. So increasing clouds this evening, thunderstorms through the region, elevated fire danger, as you know, with those red flag warnings. And that heat wave, well, it continues. I'll get to more details and break it all down for you at my First Alert full weather forecast. Austin, Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacy. Vista Field Phase 1 is growing. A new medical center is the first business to sign on to the project.
Yeah, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma. She's pulling double duty tonight because earlier she spoke with officials who say this is just the beginning. And we apologize. We're having a few issues with that report. We'll try to get it for you a little bit later on. Turning to other news tonight, well, we're talking about that shooting at a Trump rally over the weekend. Of course, it injured former President Trump and killed a man behind him. It's still under investigation.
And the main question tonight is, how did the shooter get so close, and could security have stopped them? Laura Aguirre reports we may not get that answer anytime soon.
It was the most traumatic thing I think I've ever been through.
It's a sentiment shared by many who attended the rally Saturday where former President Donald Trump was hit and another person killed. But there's another growing concern.
I had been looking behind the stands, watching Secret Service, obviously alerted by something about a minute before.
It's those minutes before the shooting now under increasing scrutiny.
You could see the crowd. They were alerted by something. They were like running. You could see them scattering across the lawn.
CNN has learned that snipers were stationed inside the building that the shooter scaled. Witness accounts and videos show the crowd aware of the shooter on the roof nearly 2 minutes before gunfire rang out.
The time that it took to get from the bystanders who were observing it to the command post out to the agents was just too long.
No one should have ever been able to get on that rooftop.
The Secret Service says that rooftop was on a building outside of their hard perimeter, and local law enforcement was responsible for securing it. The service's director was pressed on accountability Monday night.
The buck stops with me. I am the director of the Secret Service. It was unacceptable.
I think that an investigation is necessary at this point within Congress, not just the FBI, not just others.
On Tuesday, the heads of Homeland Security, the FBI, and the Secret Service were asked by congressional House members to attend a hearing later this month to determine if there were holes in established procedure or a failure to follow proper protocol. But either way,
there needs to be accountability. And at that time, I would call for the head of the Secret Service to either resign or be removed.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Well, tonight we are getting reports that intelligence agencies had already beefed up security ahead of the rally on Saturday because of a different threat against Trump. But investigators do not believe the shooting was connected to the earlier threat linked to Iran. Alyssa.
Now, Senator Bob Menendez has been found guilty of corruption. The question is, what comes next? This morning, a jury found the New Jersey Democrat guilty of accepting bribes and acting as a foreign agent on behalf of the Egyptian government. Menendez used to be the chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He says gold bars found in his home belonged to his wife, but prosecutors say she was involved in the corruption as well. Her trial has been delayed. Menendez is now facing pressure from other Senate Democrats to resign.
I have never violated my public oath. I have never been anything but a patriot of my country and for my country. I have never, ever been a foreign agent, and the decision rendered by the jury today would put at risk every member of the United States Senate in terms of what they think a foreign agent would be.
Menendez is scheduled to be sentenced in late October, but he says he plans to appeal his conviction before that. There's no rule banning convicted criminals from serving in the Senate, but Menendez could be expelled if enough senators vote against him.
All right, now let's check in on that local development happening at Vista Field in Kennewick. Let's check in with Monique Ledesma.
Earlier this month, the Port Commissioners approved a 90-day right to negotiate with Columbia Point Eye Care Clinic to open up an eye care business for the Vistafield Phase 1 plan. Amber Hanche, the Director of Real Estate for the Port of Kennewick, says things feel like they're finally happening.
It means that a lot of our parts and pieces are coming together. The puzzle is starting to unfold.
Hanche says this new addition is all about the accessible community plan of Vistafield.
We've talked about a lot of the different residential opportunities out here, and medical is a key use out here, as well as restaurants and retail and boutiques and different kinds of service businesses. Medical is a desired use. So you can live out here and walk to your eye doctor and go have some coffee or lunch right after, and do that all within a walkable community.
As to where it stands with the eye clinic being up, Hanche says it's in the beginning stages.
So they are in their design period. So they have come up with a 7,000 square foot building. Majority of that will be their eye care clinic. They are also building in about 1,500 square feet of tenant space. So if somebody wanted to bring their business to Vistafield, they could in fact be a tenant with Dr. Barney and Dr. Furness. So whether it's a little retail business or another service business, or maybe another small medical use, they will have some tenant space available for rent, as well as the business that they're going to occupy in the majority of the space.
Hanche says Vistafield Phase 1 is about 40% sold in its Phase 1 parcels. Reporting in Kennewick, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Monique, thank you for that. Now, they also say that Vistafield is also looking to add a grocery store to its Phase 1 plan. Exciting to see all the developments.
Absolutely. We'll be keeping our eyes on that. We're also taking a look at a new location for Fly the Northwest, talking about how to get out on the water.
All right, and the heat continues with warnings for several parts of our area. It is 6:40 and it's just under 100 degrees. Stacey's forecast coming up.
Jessica Jalol and Jules Sperling. Good Morning Northwest, weekdays on your side.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Take good care of you, Bruce Heating and Air.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals. Revamp your laundry space with GE's top-of-the-line front-load laundry machine, each for just $749. Designed to deliver exceptional cleaning power and efficiency. With features like the ultra-fresh vent system with odor block, microban antimicrobial technology to help prevent the growth of odor-causing bacteria. Say goodbye to musty smells and hello to fresh, clean laundry. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You know the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away? Well, it doesn't have to be an apple. Wellness looks different for everyone. It looks like this. And this. And whatever this is. It's really that simple. Ooh, that looks good. Okay, where do I sign up for this? All that matters is you're taking a step towards the healthier you. Inside and out. Find your apple.
I help women with health issues, things like birth control, prenatal care, any GYN issue, and I really enjoy that. I love being a midwife. We try to personalize the care for each patient and individualize it. It's not one size fits all. Everybody has their own individual care plan.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. At my law firm, we have a team that knows big truck wrecks. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Call the heavy hitter. When I call the insurance companies, they listen. Hit by a big truck, I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
We are in Priest River, Idaho, at the Priest River Recreation Area, also locally known as the Mud Hole. Today we are out to put several of our rowing shells in the water for the Pend Oreille Rowing and Paddling Association, also known as PORPA. We are out here pretty much every morning. Our club is, people can come and check out a boat and go out with people that they are confident with. We also have free Discover rowing lessons, so anybody that would like to learn can come out for 3 free lessons, and we teach on a rowing machine first, and then we have very stable single boats that people can row in to learn. Rowing is a lifetime sport. I actually rowed in college, but an awful lot of people learn to row when they are my age or younger, and it is something you can learn to do. There's a lot of technique, but once you get that technique down, it can be a wonderful workout, and also it's spectacular to be out on the waters here.
I really like being on the water, like going out in a single and just like taking my time and kind of sitting by the edge of the water. There's some people going out on singles, some on doubles, but I'm gonna go out on the quad, and I think I'm rowing second seat on the quad today, and we're gonna go do our warm-ups. There's definitely a lot of teamwork involved in keeping the boat steady and nice and smooth and in unison.
The Priest River is always calm, especially in the mornings. You can row up here about a mile before it gets too shallow. People that are more experienced can go out on the Pend Oreille River, and especially when it's nice and calm, you can row for miles and miles. Isn't this spectacular? We call it the beautiful Priest River.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll just stay out on the water right now in our Legends Casino Sky Cam. That's the place to be. Still a very hot one here in the Tri-Cities, 101. We're just under 100 degrees in Yakima right now. Feels like temp 99. Humidity low, but not as low as we've been seeing. Our winds are light tonight at 3 miles per hour. We do have lots of red flag warnings in the area, pretty much the entire eastern portion of Washington State, northeastern Oregon. Fire threat is very, very high. We're tracking some potential dry thunderstorms into the region late tonight and to early tomorrow morning. So yes, that will stay in place through tomorrow night. So let's take a look at our futurecast. Now we're seeing this moisture come up from the south, so desert, southwest, so monsoonal moisture coming our way. That moist air, it's unstable. It's going to reach up into our region. And by the way, it's even hotter down there, so it reaches our cooler air, and that's what causes the instability. We'll see that all the way through the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities. It'll be brief. We're not expecting a lot of moisture out of the system. However, we are trying to keep an eye on potential thunder and lightning, and we could see that in the Cascades. Therefore, the Cascades are under those red flag warnings as well. Once that passes through Wednesday, things start to clear back up as we head into Thursday and start to heat back up as we continue with our heat wave. I've been seeing a little bit of smoke and haze in the air. Our air quality is moderate. Green is good, moderate is there, but it's not unhealthy. But if you are sensitive to smoke and haze, you might want to avoid being outdoors this evening. Here's our smoke futurecast map. This kind of shows you where we think that smoke will end up from the fires around the area. So potentially a little bit of smoke and haze for our region, at least for for the next 24 hours. Some areas will have hazardous air quality at times. When are we going to cool down tonight? We stay in those triple digits right on through 7. We'll finally start seeing upper 90s at 8 o'clock tonight, and even at 10 o'clock we'll see temperatures at 80 degrees in the Tri-Cities, eventually making it to those upper 60s by the evening. Staying nice and warm in Yakima as well. 89 at 9, 86, 82 degrees at 11. So very, very warm. We're not getting a lot of heat relief overnight. It's hot in Hermiston tonight as well, dropping down to 86 by 9. You'll start feeling those 70-degree temps later on in the evening. It's very warm in Walla Walla, down to 83 by 9. So maybe you'll start feeling a little heat relief in this time. But look at those 60s. They don't even start. That's almost 70 degrees at 3 o'clock in the morning. So those overnight lows don't stay there for long. Sunny with possible thunderstorms through the area. Look at these temperatures. Once again, triple digits all through the area, and we could break some records in some of our locations. So the potential for a few lightning strikes are there. Only 20% chance. Sunny after that, dangerously dry and nice and hot as we get into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Tri-Cities with a 20% chance of a stray shower or thunderstorm through the area. Very hot this weekend. Look at Sunday, 108. That is dangerous heat there. 105 on Monday, and hopefully we'll start to get a little break from all these triple digits on Tuesday. Here's Walla Walla, very hot again. The weekend sweltering with those hot temperatures and those potential thunderstorms coming through. Hermiston also dangerously dry, dangerously hot, but hopefully this Tuesday pans out and maybe a little bit of a cooling trend as we get into next week. So very dangerous fire weather and very dangerous temperatures all through the area. Still to come, though, I've got your viewer photo of the day. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. Amazon's annual Prime Day sale is underway, but that is also prime time for scammers. Coming up, we're talking about some of the red flags you need to be aware of.
The savings continue with stock reduction savings in Bi-Mart's latest savings book, including Ball regular and wide-mouth canning jars and lids. Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
Les Schwab Tires is proud to support Apple Valley News Now's Restaurant Showdown.
To vote, scan this QR code or click contests at applevalleynewsnow.com. Plus, you could win a $25 gift card from STCU. From STCU, Les Schwab Tires, and Whitman Hill Winery.
Okay, ideas. Where are we going?
I got one.
What about a comedy show?
I've seen you. I've swiped on you. No.
Oh, I got an idea.
I feel hungry.
Let's go.
Whatever your vibe,
Tacos.
Definitely tacos.
find it in the all-new, all-hybrid Camry. Toyota, let's go places.
I have worked with Senator Curtis King for the past 2 years, and I know how much he cares about the constituents in his district. He is well respected by both parties. He is results-oriented, and he works very hard for the district.
We got to elect Curtis King. He has a proven record. We're very lucky to have him as a representative in the Senate.
There is no better candidate for the job than Senator Curtis King.
I'm Senator Curtis King, and I'd appreciate your support. Thank you.
A drunk driver just blew a stop sign and we collided. My vehicle was total. What about the vehicle? How am I gonna get to work? How am I gonna continue taking care of my family? I contacted Tamaki Law and I told them about what had happened. Tamaki made it very simple, very easy. It was a stress relief for me. If you happen to be in an accident, call Tamaki Law.
How about a pizza from Tony's Big Cheese for dinner tonight?
And with some amazing cheese bread. And yummy chicken wings. I want that.
When you want lunch or dinner the delicious, easy way, come to Yakima's Hometown Pizzeria.
We can't wait to see you at Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the Safeway Plaza at 24th and Nob Hill.
This is Rhonda. She's a soul line dance instructor. And this is Rhonda's Good Feet story.
I love dancing, but I had foot pain and hated the fact that I had to sit out a couple dances. But since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports, I definitely have not felt the pain. I am able to dance longer, feel happier. My energy levels have increased. Once that energy gets into you and you're feeling good, double spins.
Get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Josh Cobra, First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
All right, Amazon Prime Day started this morning. It will continue through tomorrow night.
But if you're online looking for deals, be sure to keep an eye out for scams as well. Big sales are prime time for scammers to try and get your information with emails, texts, and social media ads that look like they come from Amazon or other businesses, but are actually fakes. So you can avoid those scams by never clicking on a link. Instead, go directly to the website, see if you can find the deal there. If you can't, it's more than likely a scam. And Amazon officials say most of the scam reports they get involve people getting fake emails or phone calls saying there's something wrong with their Prime account and asking for payment information. Scammers might also ask you to confirm an order that you didn't place. If you get one of those messages and click on a link, the scammers can get your account information or worse. We'll be right back with a final look at your forecast next.
Former President Trump, the assassination attempt, the shooter and at least one bystander confirmed dead. Stay with ABC News and David Muir reporting live on World News Tonight and with special coverage of the Republican National Convention tonight on ABC.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. You also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
Get 4 free phones of your choice with no trade-in needed, plus 4 lines for $90.
Get 2.9% APR for 36 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on most 2024 Cadillac models when you finance through Cadillac Financial.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is shifting into high gear with the $160,000 Ultimate American Road Trip. Win free play gas cards or cruise your way up to $50,000 cash every Friday and Saturday. Earn entries every day and multiply them on select Mondays. Then, on July 27th, win a new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Why is my internet slow?
There's only 16 devices connected.
I'm so over this. My cable internet bill just increased again.
My upload speed is so bad, I can't even run a stream without buffering.
Defeat cable lag. Switch to Ziply Fiber, America's fastest home internet. 25 times faster uploads. $65 less a month in cable. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply.
Tiffany Smiley is not who she says she is.
Tiffany Smiley started a PAC claiming to raise money to support conservative candidates, but contributions were funneled to pay off her own $1 million campaign debt.
Of the almost $800,000 she raised, only $24,800 went to candidates. Instead, Tiffany used the money on luxury travel and to try to pay off her massive debt.
Tiffany Smiley deceived her donors. Don't let her deceive you.
I'm Dan Newhouse, and I approve this message.
Vote now in the Apple Valley News Now Restaurant Showdown.
Welcome back. We got to talk about the heat, but Stacey, you have something more fun to
We
start
always
with.
have a good weather photo, and this one is no exception. Check out that owl, apparently out hunting a squirrel.
Okay.
That's what my little cockapoo does. She's probably not as good at it as this owl is, but anyway, thanks for the weather photo. QR code or applevalleyNewsNow.com and click on the weather tab to get your photo on. Let's take a look at our temps for tomorrow. It's another one, another hot one, and you don't get much of a break overnight with those temperatures warming up to the 70s. I've been enjoying the early mornings, but it gets hot really quick. Let's take a peek real quick at our 7-day planning forecast. Yep, the heat wave continues. Maybe see a break next later part or first part of next week, that is. But yeah, this weekend is going to be a scorcher, guys.
All right. Maybe stay indoors, check out a movie.
Yeah, movie watch, binge watch something.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. We're back tonight at 11.